What is going on, family? How y'all doing out there today? This is episode 27 of the Pharaohs Podcast. I'm your host, Solomon. I am joined, as always, by Mr. What's Good himself, Israel.
What's good? It's another day to be great.
It's another day to be great. And well, I know we had a doctor in the house. I don't know where he went. Luke, we can't see you.
Step into the dark side.
He stepped into the dark side for a second, but what is going on? What's the word?
Man, working, working these holidays, working through the holidays, working
Well,
like
it's
it
a
ain't no
holiday today.
holiday. Nah, I mean
Oh,
Thanksgiving next
there
week.
go the doctor. We got Luke in the building.
There we go. 20 years?
Um, yeah, we definitely can't hear you right now. But you said you said working out today. Is today a holiday? I don't know.
No, I'm talking about up until next week.
Uh, oh yeah.
Yeah.
What's next week?
Turkey Day.
I thought that was on the 28th.
That's next week. Can you believe it?
What's
We're
that?
already next week
That
is
is
already
crazy.
28. Yeah,
That
that's crazy.
is insane.
Yeah, man.
There we
So if you
go.
ain't got no turkey, most likely they already bought. Nah,
I wasn't gonna cook no way. I don't even celebrate Thanksgiving. Uh-oh. Did I say something?
Yeah, you about to start some issues. You messing with people.
people would change the times. They be like, it's not even about that. It's about family now. Why we can't get family together outside of the main holidays? Mm. Or outside of funerals. Mm. Oh, snap.
Write them down.
Hypothetical theories. Why, when people die, all of a sudden the family get hungry? Now we got this repast and everybody hungry.
Mm, that's real. I ain't
And
gonna
at the
lie.
same, black people so hungry.
Is that bad if somebody missed the funeral and and they just go to the repast?
I don't know. Maybe they was hungry.
So
I ain't
what's
never
going
seen
on,
black
doctor?
people
How you
so
feeling?
hungry.
My bad, y'all. Technical difficulties at the beginning of the start, but nothing been going on. I'm pretty sure you asked the grand question: how was the weekend? How was the week? All been well, bro. Um, just it's a new week. I was telling Israel before we started the stream, I got a little bit more work I gotta do. I gotta do a little bit better this week. Um, but for overall, it was a great weekend. I got a chance to see my OG, my mother, so that was great. And just grateful for another day to get it better, get it right. You feel me? So everything been good though.
Hmm. My week has been busy and working. Weekend busy working. Working with a little chill. Get some free time. Got to chill and drink some wine. You know, uh, get my house in order. Start making it look nice. Trying to make it a home. Homey feeling, all that good stuff. And
You was drinking wine?
yeah, man, I'm a little fancy. I be drinking wine and whatnot. That Jesus juice. Make sure you ain't make that wine for no reason.
What kind of wine you be drinking?
I like dessert wines, man. That high percentage. That's that
Well,
sexy
Okay.
stuff.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
hey.
Yes,
Wine,
sir.
wine is
With that
definitely.
sexy stuff.
Yeah, man, that high percentage to get you. But them dessert ones, you gotta have a special taste for that. That hit different. Yes, sir.
Well, my week has been, been working. I've been working so hard, man. I got my leg been bothering me. I'm like, man, I'm
Mm.
trying to get that together.
He got his
Working
foot in the
hard.
bag.
You said what?
I said he got his foot in the bag. He got the whole leg in the bag. Man,
Man, I wish. Oh my God, I wish the bag that I did just have to spin. I wish it was for us.
yes, Lord.
But it is what it is. I did have an interesting Sunday night. Oh
Oh,
yeah,
really?
yeah,
What
yeah. You
Sunday
gotta,
night?
yeah, gotta have
What
the
Sunday
eyebrow
night?
up with that one. Yeah,
What
it was,
happened
it was a
Sunday
good.
night?
Listen here, I had a nice little outing. You know what I'm saying? You can call it a date or whatnot, whatever you may wish. But yeah, I had a little nice little Atlanta vibe down here. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Mm. There's no, yeah, yeah.
See, the reason I can talk about it because I can't incriminate myself because I ain't got no name attached to me. You feel me? So
That's
everybody know that you got to be a certain type of woman to date the king.
the king. The king
Yeah,
and his what does the king have? His royal titular or something like that. Something like that.
but yeah, which was cool because I haven't been to Olive Garden. I don't know how long. Yeah, they food was actually pretty good.
Yeah, they be good, man. They be people be sleeping on it. I be sleeping on that Olive Garden. They be having that stuff.
I really just wanted a salad though. That's what. All right, fellas, let's get
Salad.
into these topics.
This man got the
You ever
Olive
went on a
Garden
date
pussy.
just like you ever went out to eat just because it was like something you really wanted to eat for real? It wasn't even really about the date. It was really just like, you know what, I'm really hungry.
Yeah, I'm hungry and I want somebody to come with me. So you hit this person up. Hey, what you doing? And look, oh, you're stuck with the bill too. It happens.
I ain't got no time for that though. That was, I was. Let's go on here and get to the first topic, fellas. All right.
This man.
um. So we got a lot of people that like to travel. We some traveling men. You feel what I'm saying? Um. And well, I'm gonna say one place that has had a trouble with their business, not the actual, like planning. Like we could still, ooh, if we really want to
Mm-hmm.
continue to, yeah, if we really want to continue to, book flights and stuff, we definitely can. But there is a company right now that has declared bankruptcy, Chapter 11 bankruptcy, and that airline is Spirit.
Mm. Spirit has got the spirit. They finna leave. They spirit will lead them. Oh my God.
um, so they Spirit Airlines files for Chapter 11 bankruptcy because of the merger that they were trying to have with Frontier, which is also slash like what is that JetBlue. They wanted to kind of merge with each other companies so that they can continue with the savings and sales and rates that they had when it came to the cancellation fees and all that stuff. They wanted to do away with all that stuff so they can compete with the bigger names, such as United, such as American, and all
Southwest.
of that stuff.
Yeah.
So they just had to, file bankruptcy and start over. So, fellas,
How
what y'all
long you
thinking
been?
about that? I haven't, me myself, I haven't flown with Spirit at all, but I know a lot of people that do. So, what
Yeah, I
y'all
flew with
think about
Spirit
this little
before.
news?
I'm just with that, it's always a over for the under. They'll eventually come back, I guess, maybe as a new airline or something, but maybe they bit off more than what they can chew. And Spirit, they like the soul plane. I rode my first flight was with Spirit. I flew to Arizona, Phoenix, Arizona, hoping I didn't turn into a Spirit. And that ride was like a roller coaster ride. Had me up there like, how you doing? How would that thought? Good.
That's
Uh,
hilarious.
yeah.
That's
So
too
I got.
funny.
Hold on, I'm gonna piggyback off that till he get back. So I agree with Israel. That was actually my first, not my first airline, but it was, I think it was my first one alone, because I have been flying on planes since I was about flying on planes since I was about 6 or 7, but I was always an unaccompanied minor. But when I finally got of age to ride by myself, I do remember getting a Spirit ticket, and it was indeed one of the bumpiest rides I think I mean, it was the way that they built the planes. I understood. Now that I'm older, I understand why everything is the way that it was. At the time, I didn't. Um, so I mean, I guess I'll just respond until Jonathan get back. My thoughts on it is, you know, congratulations to whoever pulled this deal off. There's probably about 3 to 4 main people working that have been working on this deal for quite a bit of time, and they succeeded because Spirit knew they had a problem. And the worst thing you want to do is allow the company just to go completely under. All of those customers, all of that money is lost. All of
It
that
didn't come
time.
through. It didn't fall through yet.
Right.
That's why
No,
they
no,
have to
I know.
file bankruptcy.
No, but what I'm saying is they the filing for bankruptcy is a strategy part. They're getting ready for the merge. They're getting ready to say we we just can't do it, and Frontier is going to come in and they're going to enhance the business. Um, but this is why I say it's probably about 3 to 4 people who was really in charge of this deal, and then maybe about 12 to 15 people who had to get it done. You got lawyers, you have a lot of people who have to move these parts. So I would say for our audience, I would look at this and take advantage of it, because it's an amazing opportunity, as well as for the workers of Spirit or people who trying to get into the airline. If you're trying to get into the airline right now, this will be a very good time to try to go ahead and get on the ball, because what Frontier is going to do is revamp the company. They're going to build better planes. They're going to make it nicer, and then Frontier has an advantage. Everybody know the first person who comes in with a really good flight and comfortable flights is going to take all of the business. So that market for finding affordable flights are just insanely expensive. Of course, they got to do without fuel prices, but Spirit was kind of known to be in that cheaper way. It's just you had to get through, like Israel was saying, that bumpy ride. You got to get through that uncomfortable seats. You tight in there. You sitting up in there like this on the person next to each other. So I think it's an amazing opportunity for people who trying to get into the airline right now, because they're about to revamp. They about to Frontier finna go in. They about to get a lot of money, and they're gonna go in and they're gonna revamp this whole company. So back to you,
Yes.
Israel. What you think? What you think about it, bro?
My
Since you
bad. I'm
back
up
in,
here working too, right? So,
you good? You
I
good? We
feel
see
like
you.
Spirit Airlines is like a soul plane. That's what they remind me of. Yeah. But it's always interesting when companies do this,
Oh,
and what
so you saying it's lit? You said it's like Soul Plane, so it's lit. That's what you're trying to tell us.
they like the bootleg version with the prices, the best prices. And yeah, Spirit, they got the spirit. So they got the soul. Like Soul Plane had the soul, Spirit just got the spirit. Like it had you going the plane this way, or Spirit back that way. It's catching up. So on that bumpy ride. But yeah, I
Maybe it
don't
was
know.
just windy that day.
I don't know, man. I probably rode Spirit twice. Second time it was all right, but still. I be riding Frontier now because they got the Go Wild Pass where you pay the what I had 600 for the whole year, and basically I was paying taxes on the flights, and it was like $15 each way, so $30 round trip. I was I was gone.
See,
$30 round trip.
we just talked about this before you got back. Then I just said that. Yeah.
Yeah, it was good. Oh, there we go. Yeah, so I
Any
think
employees, any employees that work for Spirit and for Frontier, y'all excuse these gentlemen on the podcast. Okay, I don't mind getting free plane tickets. You know what I'm saying? So if y'all want to endorse us in any way,
Frontier,
I got you.
Frontier for
I,
sure.
I feel like,
I ain't gonna
like
be
I said, I think
choosy.
it's gonna be good. Frontier gonna make a lot of money. I mean, you
Oh
saw I
yeah,
clapped it up for him because I feel like at some point this we always see this in business. There's always sometimes gonna be this merge when you have to as a business person, but it takes a team of people to come together and say, this is how we're gonna do it, and this is what the plan is. So again, I see it being a benefit if for people, like I said, for people who are trying to get in the airline right now. When Frontier goes in, they're gonna look at all of these planes they got. They're gonna look at all of this clientele they got, and they're gonna ask themselves, what can we do financially to benefit all of these people who've been loyalists to Spirit? You see what I'm saying? Like, what can we do to go in and make it better for them? So, I mean, if you can hop on board with making it better with them, that's an opportunity for you. I mean, I just think it's a beautiful business move. It's just how it goes in this world, in the free capital world.
I'm gonna let them know, y'all. Listen, I don't mind like how Israel was talking about the go wild passes. If y'all want to send us at the Pharaohs Podcast some tickets or some passes, trust me, we will be so happy to receive
Yes, we would. We'll do a
them.
whole segment on it.
Oh God. Um, yeah. So I hope that they get their things together though, so they can, like you say, the financial move of this is a big thing for them to get their merger corrected. This time it just was blocked. They didn't have, I guess they didn't have what they needed to have to get it done. So yeah, Spirit, y'all get it together. Israel just hyped y'all up, said y'all just like soul playing. So I want to see that. I want to see what type of music they gonna be playing. Oh snap! All right, fellas, I got a little clip from The Godfather. I want to show y'all real quick. Just to see, just to show a little something to show that we diversified over here at the Pharaohs Podcast. You don't know what you're gonna get each episode. We talk about all types of different things. This is like a 20 little second clip. Yeah. So let me go ahead and share my screen and let's play this real quick. Can y'all see this, fellas?
Yes, sir, we can.
All right, let's try to play this.
Mike, you don't come to Las Vegas and talk to a man like Mo Green like that.
Fredo, you're my older brother, and I love you. But don't ever take sides with anyone against the family again. Ever.
Mike?
All right.
Yes, sir.
Whew. So in that clip, Luke, just gonna break that down a little bit of the Godfather, and you don't ever take sides against the family.
I will. I'll break it down in nice and quick and simple. Just to explain that clip a little bit better. Um, the older brother had this kind of spitefulness about herself, with the way the family had went into his younger brother's hands of running the family. So he was given a task to go in Las Vegas and work with the casino owner, and he ended up taking sides with the casino owner against his family or against his brother. But I always remembered that clip, and I was telling Solomon I had remembered that clip a lot because it to me it taught a certain level of respect. When the brother checked him, he didn't do it in front of everybody. He had everybody leave the room, and then that's when he checked him and he got his older brother in line, letting him know never go against the family, like no matter what the situation is. So I always respected that because I think that was a lesson on how to treat people, especially people you say you care about. You know, he didn't try to embarrass his brother. He respected his brother, even though he's in charge of his older brother. He respected him enough to check him in privacy. So that's something we always been taught. I know Solomon and I was taught that all the time. Um, my teacher taught me that on how to check people. It was just a certain way you do things, but it gives you an authority sense. When you do things a certain way, it actually gives you more authority than what you probably was asking to look like, because people always remember that. So that's what I took from that clip. And yeah, that one that's a powerful one right there.
Well, I'm gonna always
Yeah.
say, when it comes to things that happen in life, tragedies, mistakes, um, situations, when it involves your family, especially if you have a lack thereof, there is times where you can express yourself to the family about how you truly feel about something, and then there is a time where you need to be able to be respectful about how you handle certain things that you may not like that the family will do. Now, granted, not all family is blood related. That is an actual true thing. But family, you don't go against the family for nobody. You don't burn bridges of your help. You don't bite the hand that feeds you, as they would say. So when you are having an issue, like I say, stuff in life happens. And you might not agree with every single thing that family does, but you don't burn the bridge of your family unless there's something tragic that happened between you and another family member. No, you don't excuse that type of behavior. I am with you with that. But if there is something that is just a disagreement, I don't believe that you should ever burn a bridge of family who gonna be there for you through thick and through thin, because there are a lot of strangers in the world who don't care about you, and they will pick their family over you. So you better have some of that same energy that these other people gonna have about their family. I'm gonna chill out on that.
Hey, you telling the truth. And
Yeah, I
before
think
Israel,
that's
What
the
you got
way
to
that
say,
it should
Israel?
be.
go ahead, Israel.
I mean, my check, my check.
Yeah, we hear you. We hear you.
Yeah, that's the way it should be. You got problems with your brother, your sister, the family, you check them in private, not in public. Because then it exposes your weakness and y'all weakness, and it shows that y'all not as together as they think you are. And it's easier to divide.
Up.
Oh,
What you was about to say,
you
Luke?
you dropped out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sound like he was about to say it's easier to divide a house that's not together. And we all three of us been taught that. That's what I was gonna say. Like Solomon, you telling the truth with not burning the bridge. And if you look into the whole situation, the older brother ended up setting his younger brother up. He told the enemies where he lived. He told them how to get into the compound, how to breach the castle, all that. So it's like, no, that's the Cain and Abel story almost again right there. But it applies in so many ways: business, friendship, um, anything you're doing with people. What you were saying, Israel, you was saying never divide or something like that. Go ahead.
He looked froze.
Yeah,
But
he
you
probably got a
know,
bad feeling.
probably. But yeah, it's we're growing as people and individuals, and there is a time where we will have issues in our family, and we need to be able to bounce back from. Everything is, like the Bible say in Ecclesiastes. I mean, yeah, there is a time and season for things.
All things.
There's always a time and season. So everything that family do might not be perfect. It might not be perfect, but it's family, and it's just like how like we rely on relationships and our spouse, right? Not all the time we gonna be like, oh, you know what, I quit this relationship or I quit this person, and we not going to deal with each other. You gonna deal with your partner. So why not? What about your heritage and where you come from? Where's the respect in that? Where's the respect in your bloodline?
Mm.
Because that is what makes you you. Your bloodline is what makes you you. So we get that things happen. We get that you're gonna be sad. We get that you're gonna be unhappy at certain times. But I can't just not rely on my family, even if they say things I don't like. Oh my goodness. There has been times, there has been so many times where I disagree with a lot of stuff that some of my family told me. My mother too. There was so many times I disagree with a lot of things my mom said, and me growing up. And even before she passed, we were able to sit down and talk and actually, mend out like our history, how we affected each other. Now, I'm not a person where I don't believe that a child can't also affect a parent. That's why sometimes parents make better decisions in life. It's for their child. You know what I'm saying? Maybe just that smile or them coming home from school is might boost that parent up to get up for work the next morning to make sure that the bills is paid. Or you know what I'm saying? Like there's children who grow up and so grateful for their upbringing. We see it all the time with all of these multimillionaire athletes. The first thing they do is say, "Yeah, I want to go buy my mama a house." I made sure my mom ain't got to work no more. Matter of fact, she come to live with me. You know what I'm saying? So we understand that there are things that happen in life, but I don't believe burning a bridge with family who care and love you is the answer to whatever issue that we have that we got struggling internally.
I agree. I must agree. I say I say when they brought honor thy mother and honor thy father, when the laws of Ma'at was pushed, you know, and this is why I always like I say, the more we get into our teachings, we understand why these things were taken. There was a certain law. They had like a law of Moshe, which would have been the law of Moses. And when people were coming over and they were pulling and they were abstracting certain parts of the culture, every culture saw the importance of honor thy mother and thy father, which then you got your 10 Commandments from. But in reality, even us as people were going through issues with that before people came over and was messing with us. If our viewers would take time, you can look into the story of Uncle Anton when he was first trying to establish the the Amen, or the worship of the one God, versus the multiple ones that were coming. It was a lot of confusion between it. But if you look into the thing, it was a lot of people coming in introducing a lot of things that were not going back to the law of Ma'at. He was one of the main pharaohs of Egyptian history and time that was really trying to enforce Ma'at, because one of the biggest things in Ma'at is honor. And to me, That's what that clip is really showing his brother. Like, you have to honor what our father built.
Uh-oh.
Get
So
yourself.
like Luke kind of, you was going out a little
Oh,
bit
I went
for a
out a
second.
little. Oh, dag. Okay, okay. Maybe it's our stream. Maybe it ain't just us tonight. But um, if you look into that, you can see like honoring the people who you come from, not burning those bridges, can really open up doors, and that's something that I had to learn myself, and I'm still learning it to this day.
You back Israel? Okay. I'm just let him, when he come back in, he can say his piece. Um, yeah, I agree with you. I agree with you, Luke, when it comes to the whole dynamic of honoring and stuff like that. Like I say, there are times where, like, I know we talking to a vast group of people. So there's people that have a story where it's like, nah, my mom was, or my parents, or my auntie was, they was, my uncle was on top of this and on drugs and struggling and abusive this and you know, Uncle Joe over there, he was actually a pimp. So, we kind of stayed away from him now. He might have had some money, but some of his rules and regulations and principles we didn't agree with. So I understand, like we're talking to a vast people where there is certain things in certain families where people didn't talk about. And now we're in a new day and age where people are speaking up and they're going to talk about what has happened if there was something traumatic and something that was evil or something that was disrespectful or something that was really harmful to an individual that has caused trauma. So yeah, we're definitely going to say, hey, if what part of your healing is to never talk to that family member again, then you be at peace with your life. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to those situations. But if there are people in your life who are just here to try to give you good guidance, good advice, and everything like that, I believe that pushing those type of people away and burning those bridges will be healthy in the future. Sometimes you got to think about your future, not just the right now. And like I say, there are certain phases that happen in people's life where it's like, okay, maybe at this moment in time, I disagree with my mom or my father or my stepfather or my stepmother at this moment in time. Maybe me and that person don't see eye to eye. But with maturity and growth, you're going to understand how family is family. There's going to be ups and downs. You're not going to always like somebody. I have a favorite cousin, and she knows who she is. And Israel, I know you know who she is. Pam is one of my favorite family members. That woman cussed me out yesterday. I had to take that queen chastisement. And so, yeah, so there's times where it's gonna be like you ain't gonna hear the best thing from your favorite person. Family. You got anything to say about that, Israel? What you eating? You up here?
Yeah, you kind of been going in and out, but y'all service bad. Mic check, mic check.
We can hear you.
Now we can hear you.
Can
Now
you
we
hear
can
me?
see you.
Yeah.
All right, cool. No, I think sometimes, I mean, you gotta face your, you just can't avoid the person, and y'all ain't fix the problem. It's like now you gotta go head on, face your demons, face your problems, face the skeletons in the closet, and face the problem, man. That's it for real. But yeah, go head on to it. Address the problem in the situation. And the problem with people these days, they don't address the problem. They know it's a problem. It's the elephant in the room. that they not talking about. It's there, but they just not talking about it. And then probably because they feel awkward with confronting a problem, which yeah, is awkward, but it fixes the problem because you realize it's a problem, and then you confront the problem, and then hopefully there's a solution. But you just do it a respectful, tactfully way where it's like, all right, behind closed doors, this is how I'm gonna talk to you, but I'm gonna tell you up front, but like, yo, I need to talk to you versus going off on you in public, you know. So yeah, that's my thoughts on that.
I
I
definitely
agree
see.
with you.
Yeah, I was gonna say I see exactly where you're coming from, and I agree with you, Solomon. It's like to me, as you get older, when you don't have what you need or you have traumatic situations like that, as you get older, which is most of our audience is adults, you you have to put in time for what you need. If you're not putting in the time and your money for what you need, as far as whatever you need to get over, even if it's just finding another figure or a father figure or a mother figure who can kind of help you with the void that you missed. Once you grown and you working, you need to get yourself together. There is no more excuses. I mean, I get money is tight, but one thing somebody taught me that I'll never forget. People I'm telling you, people be saying stuff they think I'm not listening. It'll stick with me for the rest of my life. You put your money into what you really want to do. We all do that. If you really think about it, you spend money on what you really want to do. So you have to make it a priority to fix these things so that later on in life, it doesn't become an issue. It doesn't become something that's now it's been ignored. And we all have things that we need to work on. But we grown now. Solomon and I talked about this earlier. We're too old to be sitting here talking about some woe is me. No, 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 no. Teenagers, I get it. Because they can't work like that. They can't put $30, $40 aside every pay period to go do what they need for themselves to work on themselves. But grown people, stop spending your money on certain things and get what you need. Because that's investing into yourself as well. It's not always just starting a business. It's not always just, oh, I came up on a lick. Yeah, all right. Okay. You keep neglecting what you need, and then that's gonna put you in a position to where it's never getting taken care of. That's why I have to agree with what Israel was saying. You got to address the elephant in your own house, in your own head, especially once you've reached the age to address whatever you need. And nowadays, they got it everywhere. They got mentor programs, they got call helps. If you need to go to a reading club, you need a talk to group. You got to do what you need for yourself. But somebody did tell me that one time. You put energy into what you really want to do. We all guilty of that. You can't be the victim forever. That's my take on it as well.
I agree. We already said multiple times on the podcast. We had an episode when it came to man's mental health. We always keep talking about mental health, and it's okay that we're going to push therapy. Um, this is a positive podcast. We said this before when we started this. All right, people. So we're going to talk about what it takes for you to start your journey in your healing. Your journey in your healing, where you need to start. If something is going on that you know, if there's plenty of trauma in people's lives, especially in the Black community, you can't fulfill your purpose when you're so broken, and nobody can help you but you. Nobody can help you but you. So take the time out. This is for any and everybody who's listening. Take the time out to have that self-awareness and be like, yo, I got some work I got to do with myself. And I need to do that. And this is for me. And it's time to exercise or activate, that selfish stimulus point. Well, now it's up to you to get yourself together.
Absolutely.
Well, a person who got themselves together because they got a big bag.
Who?
That person, gentlemen, was no other than your boy, Iron Mike Tyson. Yo, I watched this Tyson fight. I was thoroughly disappointed, but I understood the assignment. I, I understood what was going on. The fight was bad. Let's break it down. All right, so on November 15th, on Netflix had a live event, which I don't know how many live events they've had so far. But yeah, Netflix showed this whole little boxing event with Mike Tyson and YouTuber Jake Paul. Here's some of the numbers. So 60 million people, Netflix recorded 60 million people watch the Tyson fight. But some of that stuff was so like how we having technical difficulties, they had some technical difficulties too while we was trying to watch this fight happen. So Netflix records that it was 60 million people that watched the fight. When it came to the rules and conditions of the fight, they used 14-ounce gloves instead of 10-ounce gloves because it had more padding. So that's one thing. That was a big thing too. I mean, he is 58 years old, so I understand probably trying to protect him or whatnot. I don't believe. I think he also had a no knockout clause. He had a no knockout clause, and then for each round, if they lasted all the way to 8 rounds, which was 2 minute eight round. I'm sorry, 2 minutes, 8 rounds, and if he got to the last round, so Tyson got paid $20 million to get to the end of the fight. Jake Paul got paid $40 million because, of course, it was his promotion that put on the fight. So, fellas, I'm just going to outright and say this was just entertainment because ain't no way Jake Paul should have won this fight by unanimous decision.
It was entertainment. Pure entertainment. I don't know if
I'll take it away. Who want to start first?
Is Israel back in? He can take it away. I think he probably still working on it.
Yeah, I think he still has technical difficulties.
All right, so I'll take it away until he come in. Yeah, like you said, Solomon, I agree. It was promotion. Actually, it was pretty good. I gotta give it to him. It was really good. I mean, I just
what was really good?
It's not the fight that's good. It's the
okay, because that fight was trash.
Now that part but it's always gonna be like that in stunts like this. It's never gonna be the most authentic because you have an older fighter fighting a younger fighter who's trying to be seen as a real fighter. So he's willing to constantly pull a real fighter in order to build up his ability to look like a real fighter. I'm one of them people. I can't hate the game. It's not an easy task to pull off. One, you got to convince Mike Tyson of doing it. Two, you got to come up with the number that's going to make sense for him to do it. And then 3, you got to be able to promise the number that's going to make him do it. So that means you got to get people like Netflix. You got to get big people in order to make the deal work. I mean, as a young business dude, Jake Paul found the perfect situation. Mike Tyson found the perfect payday. And people found something to do that was not really expensive to them because they already paying for the service to watch who's losing. Like Netflix probably gained maybe 10% more audience that's gonna pay monthly, and then maybe 7% of them are gonna stop paying. So now they're gonna retain the extra 3% of yearly people. Everybody wins. There's not one person that loses. I really thought about that. Like, if you've already paying for Netflix and if the fight is free, everybody's winning because Netflix is cutting the big check. But at the end of the day, Netflix, that 3 or 4% Netflix is going to retain, in reality, is going to benefit them. It's not going to cost anybody who's already paying for the service any more money. And then anybody who just joined in still has the opportunity to opt out in 30 days if they don't want to pay. Got to give it
Yeah,
to them.
that's 60 million people, bro. They
You
said
said it
60
earlier. We a
million.
positive podcast. I mean, you know, but the fight, yeah. I mean, it's, of course they're not actors, so you can kind of tell, like, okay, this is for pure entertainment. This is for pure entertainment.
It was like the first round because I didn't I stayed up enough to watch a little bit, but I fell asleep on it because it got so boring.
Yeah, yeah.
It got so boring. Like the first round, Tyson came out and he was like swinging for real, right? And then it
Uh-huh.
was like Jake Paul was like, I don't know if he whispered it to him or what. He was like, oh, whoa, wait, hold on, wait. Remember, we got to do this the whole 8 rounds. Remember, like, chill out. Like,
Knock my ass out, and then
he
we
was
gonna get
gonna
paid.
knock his ass out.
He's like, we trying to get to that money. That Netflix need hours. They go off of streaming hours, okay? They go off. They need people to. They look, man. Look, that's what I said. It's crazy, Solomon. We really see what was going on. You know, I know a lot of people just like, man, that was for clout, but
Look, the crowd wasn't even excited with that fight because it was a it was a time where it was like the video panned over the crowd and they just looking like man, what are y'all doing? And then the most it seemed like Tyson did was shuffle his feet. Where it seemed like, all right, he like, okay, he about to do something. And what he do? Nothing. Ring around rosy. You know, he just working the footwork up in the
The
ring,
most he did was bite his glove.
oh my god.
bite the glove. Or I mean, it was like the most action was him shuffling his feet. I probably missed, and then the service. I don't know if it was my service was bad, but it was like Netflix kept on glitching so bad they
Yeah,
need to
it
run
wasn't
it
just
back.
yours. It wasn't just
W-
yours, bro. It was
We need
everybody.
to they need to run it back where there's no glitching because that made it bad too. You know, you got an 8 minute fight that took like 45 minutes to an hour because you kept glitching and had to go back and forth between different channels. Now, like, man, the fight I was most excited for and enthused for in was the who was it? It was the Taylor versus Soriano. I think that was Serrano. Serrano, the girl fight, the fight right before them. Did y'all see that one?
Did you see the two Mexican Americans before that?
No, I didn't
The
see that.
girls?
No,
I
no,
thought you
no,
talking
no.
about the
The
dude.
before the girls.
Nah, so I ain't, you know what? I think I did see before them, but I came in late. Let me see. Who was it? The Taylor Seriano. So the girls, I think I don't know about the other two. I know I seen the girls fight
It
because I
was
was late to it.
Barrios and Ramos.
I don't know. I think I missed that one.
That was a really good welterweight boxing match. That had a lot of action in it. They was messing each other up. They had some really good hits. They both had each other nose bleeding. I was like, nah, this is boxing now.
Yeah.
When we get to Tyson, this better be something like this. I'm thinking it's
Mm,
gonna be something like that. Boy, it was
yeah.
nothing like that.
Man, that was the most exciting fight was the Taylor versus Soriano, and they cheated her. Like
Yeah, I
the
hope them girls is
Soriano, she
going
should have
crazy.
won that. And she should have
Yeah,
won that. Yeah.
I
I'm
heard
like
them
she
girls was
she
acting
should have
up.
bit off she should have bit off the girl ear like Tyson did. Man, that would have been history
That's
right
that's
there.
a that's illegal, bruh.
It don't matter. It don't matter. That's what you get for headbutting.
Oh, she headbutted her. I
Yeah,
didn't see
you
that
ain't
part.
see the what? Oh man, she was headbutting all up in her eye. That's how I got opened up like that. Cause you
Oh,
know,
that's
every
what
time
happened
she
to her
leaned
eye.
on her, yeah, every time she leaned on her, she was leaning on that eye, and she was like headbutting on that, and it got bust open.
Dang.
Did she was head, and then she said at the end, yeah, she always headbutts, leads with her head, and yeah. So I'm like that girl. And then the numbers said that Soriano run or Serrano, how you say her name? Serrano won too, like the numbers said she won. But then the crowd chose Taylor or whoever. The judges chose Taylor, and I'm like, what? Like that was something worth to have a upward for her. cause yeah, and then the what's his name? Paul versus what's his name? Paul. What was his name? What was
Who,
dude
Jake
name?
Paul?
Yeah, him. Man, that fight was not worth staying up for. Like he just wanted that fight at most was just like a transfer in power for him to be like, yeah, I'm the best, I'm the greatest. I fought woo woo woo, and then for Mike to get in and make some money because it was an interview where he said he just getting in the ring just to pay his bills at this point. But
Yeah.
I don't know if it was AI generator or something where he was like he ain't got the love for boxing no more. I don't know. There's so
I-
much stuff out here where I don't know if that was him or they made that video up.
Ain't nobody about to get in no ring and deal with that if they not getting paid right. That's
Yeah,
just
but
like
he,
20
He
million
had
to
8
me is
blood
yeah,
reasonable.
transfusions.
yeah, but still, it's like he
Yeah,
did it
boxers.
because you know Tyson is Tyson, and if you seen how he was practicing and you just let the fight go the way it was gonna go, he either would have got knocked out or knocked out. You know, he would have did the knocking out, and it would
Well,
have
it
I
been
was
think
like
a.
that.
Tyson,
They
if that,
told him not to knock him out in the first. He said he can't get knocked out in the first round.
And that's the
They,
thing.
the,
It's not boxing then. You too controlled. You
yeah,
up here playing it
if
like, come on, man. Let the game go how it go.
if Tyson was in straight war mode, people got to understand this about boxers, and especially like boxers and MMA fighters. When they get in that ring, it takes a certain mental attitude to know you're going in there to hurt somebody, to literally do as much damage as you can. I feel if he was in that real mindset, he would have destroyed Jake because
And
it's
he
not that Jake
was. That's
Paul
why he
not.
was biting his glove. He didn't want to hurt
Yeah,
that
yeah,
white
that's what I'm
boy.
saying. Y'all saw he's trying to tame the beast. He's literally in there trying to
look,
tame the beast
eh,
because if it snaps, they just go in. All they know
yeah.
is survive.
Nah, he ain't got the love for it because he is like if you know how to read behind the scenes, he like, yo, he ain't got the love for it because it's rigged and he know it's rigged and he don't feel right that he gotta lose to make this money. He don't love this. He's like, no, I don't love this, man. This how y'all want y'all basically causing the fights to go the way you want it to go so you can win some money too. But this ain't the love of boxing. I could fight, but I can't fight how I want to. Like I can't knock him out. Like you know I'm a fighter, but you saying, oh, get up in here, but don't hurt him.
But watch this, y'all. Why should we be surprised about anything not being real coming from Netflix?
Yeah, Netflix.
Netflix is and see what now what did we talk about Solomon earlier? What did Netflix just buy? What they just bought? Like this is to me, this
They
is
just acquired the WWE, and they're going to go in January. But I said earlier, remember I was saying like this is a test low key to see how that live stuff work because now you see there's bugs.
Yeah, they
They
can't
was
hold it.
buffering. They was
Bu-
buffering real
Buffering
hard doing
all
this.
day.
Yeah. So now WWE got to be like, hold on. Now we got to rethink our business decision with
Yeah,
y'all
they should
because
have left it with Amazon Prime. Well, Amazon ain't had this problem with Kendrick.
are you talking about when they be
Now
doing
did
their
they?
music?
And when Kendrick had the live stream, Amazon did not have this problem.
I
Right,
don't know what to say.
right, right.
y'all gotta know.
uh,
Amazon is one of them big competitors too for Netflix.
that
So
is Amazon Prime definitely is a competitor for sure. I want to say also like I read in the beginning. I don't know if you heard Israel because I know you was kind of going in and out a little bit, but like it was incentivized. Like he had to do all the 8 rounds for him to get paid the 20 million. He couldn't knock him out in the first 3 rounds at all. Like even if it was might have been a mistake, he couldn't knock him. Like Tyson, it was written like Tyson don't knock him out
I would have
in the
gave him
first
some
3 rounds.
love taps, like, yo, you better take these taps. Boop boop. All right,
He
all right.
did, he did, and then Jake
Them
looked
was
at him
little
like,
jabs. Them
"Hold
was little
on."
jabs. They need a replay. They need to have that on replay. Because I felt like there was no action. The biggest action I saw, unless I missed it because it was buffering, was him shuffling his feet. That was it. And he did a couple of hits, but it wasn't nothing like, oh, no. It
It
was just
was
like a sparring match
in the first,
on
and it was
TV.
like the first round. I don't like he kind of tapped him a little hard. He gave him like a little jab, It looked like it looked really. We got to remember also too, this is Iron Mike Tyson. He was knocking motherfuckers out in every first round, damn near in all of his matches when he was in the 1990s and when he was young.
Yeah.
So like his strength ain't. I mean, it probably went down because he's 58 years old, but
No,
the
he had
man
the whole
still is
pack.
in
He had
shape
to
a little
tame the
bit.
beast, man. He had to tame the beast.
And then
'Cause if
also
you
they had
seen,
padded gloves too. Their gloves were more padded. They had a little bit more pad in their gloves than normal boxing gloves. So
yeah, he didn't want to
we
get. He
know
wanted
that
to get hit, but not that hard. I needed it to be like a pillow. Jake Paul or Paul, whatever his name was.
And I
Man,
think Jake Paul too got a disadvantage if y'all really look into it, because I don't even think he would have really went after Mike if it wasn't for the fact of Jake Paul's weight class. See, if you trying to do what, if you really wanted to make some money, if he was in the right weight class, he would have went after somebody like Gervonta Davis. But he's just too big. He's too big for that class. It's not going to be able to happen. Now, Gervonta and him could probably bring in, hundreds of millions, because Gervonta
Tank would have knocked his ass out. He wouldn't have cared about the center. Tank would have knocked him straight out.
Yeah, Tank would have, but then
he wouldn't have cared.
Another issue. I was gonna say that was another issue that would have came up too, because Tank don't care nothing about the money like that. He got more of an ego where he like, nah, y'all not finna play with me. So he had to find somebody who was willing to go with this deal, because it's a good deal, but you got to be in a position. And a retired boxer is a better person than an active boxer if you're trying to get to the active boxers. I do still believe Jake Paul is trying to create a name for himself.
Yeah, definitely.
So maybe in the future we will see him fight some really good fighters. But if not, he's going to be doing stunts for the rest of his career.
Right. That was just a stunt. That was just a stunt right there. Just to get in the ring to say he did. Because, I mean, yeah, he threw all the hits and stuff, but still it was like, come on, man. It's like you watching the big dog play with a little chihuahua. The big dog know he big. He ain't gonna bite that chihuahua for real. He gonna give him little nips. Just, I know, from like, but nothing too crazy. It's like the big dog like this. He pushing him around a little bit. He just moving because the little dog keep on trying to get his tail or whatever. And the big dog like, yo, like get this little dude. I'm gonna just walk in circles, wag my tail and smack him a few times. But yeah.
Yeah, they had once I found out they had padded gloves, so that he couldn't feel his knuckles for real. I knew what was up. Once I seen like he had to go through the whole 8 rounds to get the whole 20 mil, I knew what was up. This was just entertainment. It was just like it's a YouTuber who, what I don't like is that it was a real sanctioned match in the state of Texas. So this actually goes on Tyson's record. This wasn't an exhibition where like he did with I believe Roy Jones Jr. Where they just had a match and then it was just cool, but like friendly fire. But no, this is on this man's record, which I think is stupid. I have no.
Yeah, he don't care about.
I don't know why Tyson wanted to do that, but then
inflation.
He did also say in an interview, somebody asked him about his legacy. And he was like, who cares about it really at this point? I'm like, Jesus, if you saying stuff like that, then you definitely gonna lose. Like, it's not even, he's not for real. That's why he was biting that glove.
The only thing that matters
That's why he's biting that glove so
family.
much. He like, well, I can really, I can really kill you right now. Like this.
He only really care about his family. So,
yeah,
the
he
other
do.
stuff don't
He
matter.
want to get that bag, bro. And I think I actually kind of respect his wisdom on that, because at that age, what are you trying to prove?
I was gonna say the same thing.
You're gonna always be Mike Tyson. You're always gonna be that, and history will always remember that. If somebody offering you $20 million to go in there and play, and you can really go in if you want to, I don't think any 3 of us are gonna turn that down, especially if we know how we are.
No.
We're gonna be like, sure.
No, I was gonna say, hey, Jake Paul, bro. I know you be watching all the people on YouTube, bro. Listen, you want to give me 20 mil, I will gladly get in the ring with your ass. I'm not even gonna play. If you want to throw me 20 M's, bro,
Let's go. I'll
let's
do
get
20
in
meals.
there. I will.
I'll
I will.
go. Hit, hit.
Jake,
Oh,
Fucking
you gonna
leave,
you
dog.
go Israel?
Look. It was this one time. So it was a video, right, where they were showing how Mike Tyson mastered the peekaboo. He did that move in the ring. I was hoping he made that swing, and he didn't. I was like, yo. I'm like, come on. He's done that move hundreds of times, and that was one of his signature moves. And I could have swear that's how I knew. I'm like, yo, he ain't playing for real, because he did the move, but he ain't followed through with the hit. Now, if he would have followed through with that hit, man, that hit would have knocked him out. But I mean, he could have made the eighth round, where it's like, yo, everybody like, oh, off their seats and stuff. Like, he really would have had him with that.
Well,
But
no, he and also Jake Paul had to win. Like that was also a thing. He
yeah,
had to
it's
win.
stupid. It's
Like
stupid. Like, that's stupid. So you just saying you want me in there so I could lose? Give me this money so he could get his name up. Like, I feel some type of way too, where I'm like, yo, I don't like this game. Like, come on, man. Like, nah, I ain't got love. It ain't what it used to be. But Harlem Nights showed us that it was rigged. Y'all seen Harlem Nights?
yeah.
Yeah, they had
one of
boxing
my
mice
favorite movies.
where they told them to throw the fight. They're like, what? Yeah, throw the fight, you get more money. And I'm like, yo, come on. So, people feel a certain type of way because it ain't the love of the game no more. Now you trying to, I can't be who I want to be. You want me to lose? I came to win.
Yeah, if you want to see a real fight, you gotta go watch Tank. You gotta watch people who it has to be to where they're going to pull the audience, but they can still be authentic.
Who
They
active
won't
boxers.
lose their integrity. And I feel like when you do that,
The
it's
two
like
the
you
two
could be
fights
bought.
before that fight.
You can be bought. At this
The
point,
two
people just
fight the
being
two
bought.
fights before that fight, y'all, was real fights.
Yeah, stuff like that.
Oh,
Yeah, that's you giving your everything.
yeah.
And I mean, I feel at one point again, everybody got to remember, especially for our viewers. Our subscribers, we really like y'all. We want y'all to one day tell us, we heard y'all talk about this and it gave us an idea. It gave us a business idea and we took it and we ran with it, or we got into this. Always look at how the market is shifting and how things are changing. If Netflix is trying to change stuff and if they just bought WWE, there's about to be shifts. There's about to be opportunities. I eventually see WWE and all of these things becoming streaming things that people are streaming, not so much, cable as much. So it's just the times are changing. But
Yeah, they
the throwing of the fights to me get crazy because it'd be like it's not even as fun to watch anymore. It's like,
Not at all.
yeah,
I mean, I would like I was gonna say, you had already touched on it, Luke. That I mean, at this time in his life, the reason why he said, hey, it's nothing for his legacy for real, is because at 58 years old, he already fought the best when he was actually active. You know what I'm saying? So what he was doing was more so, it was like a childhood. Jake Paul always said like this is somebody he looked up to and watched. So this is why he actually picked them to go against. So
They could have did an exhibition.
that's what I said too. I don't
Mike,
know why he would throw this on his damn record.
because he wants to see Jake Paul succeed. He knows that if he would have put it as an exhibition, they would have held that over Jake Paul. They would have been like, that's not real. So we gotta always think about it. He must really like the kid. He must really think that the kid got potential to do something. Because I don't believe he just would have did it for no reason. Again, the money, yeah, but
He
At
did
this
it for a
point,
fan.
people just being bought. But I'm glad that Mayweather didn't go out like that. Money Mayweather, he still won. He got his money.
Mayweather ass
And
be
he
cheating too,
won.
though. I ain't even gonna lie. He be
Real
cheating too.
technical. He
if
real
May,
technical.
if Jake Paul could get Mayweather $1 billion, maybe, and it got to be in the B's for him.
Yeah.
Because
And
Mayweather, he
so he,
like, what?
Or at least half that, or at least half will be like
I don't
500
even think
mil.
he, I don't think
If
he'll
he
take.
ain't,
I disagree with you
you
because he already did that.
you
But
think you don't think he'll do it for 500?
not again, because it got to be, but he got to be better than Conor McGregor.
I think he could. You know why I'm gonna say I think he would? Because he know he could kill that boy. Like Jake Paul do be training. He do be training. But Floyd Mayweather is the greatest defensive boxer I have ever seen. I believe that man is in a category of his own.
Yeah, he real
He'll do
He
it
tough.
gonna
for
have to hit him.
He'll do it for
He
500
gonna have to
million
hit
if
him.
it's a real fight. If it's a real fight, he'll do it for 500 million. But he will not do it for 500 million if they say to him, Floyd, you gotta lose. I don't believe it. That number gotta be
Oh
a real
no, I
number.
don't even think he gonna lose. I don't think he gonna say yes to the lose. He
He ain't
gonna
gonna
tell
say yes
Jake,
to
I
that.
will fight you, and I'm not gonna lose to you.
Yeah.
Jake
Yeah, it gotta be
Jake
a
probably gonna
real,
back out
real
like,
fight.
nah, I'm good.
Yeah,
It
I
gotta be a
do
real
that.
fight.
I don't
He
think
gonna
he'll
be like, nah,
back
I'm
out.
good.
No, and I disagree with you, Solomon. I don't think he'll back out. I think he would accept that
He'll
fight. He'll accept it.
he'll accept it,
He'll
and he'll
accept that
think you
ass
think he
whooping.
gonna win.
No, even if he don't win, he gonna accept it. Think about it.
He gonna
Being
have to
able to
hit
say,
Floyd.
think about being able to say you got a chance to fight one of the greatest boxers of all time.
Yeah,
The second one, really,
that's
you done
true.
already fought one of the greatest boxers of all time. Now this is one of the more current greatest boxers of all time.
Right.
And in my opinion, my past, present, future, Gervonta Tank Davis will be one of the third greatest boxers of all time if we can keep him out of
He
trouble.
gonna kill Jake. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I don't even want to see
he'll
that
hurt
fight
him.
because I know Tank gonna whoop his ass.
Hey, we might see
Tank
it,
gonna
y'all.
mess
Y'all
that
heard it
boy
first on the
life
Pharaohs
up.
Podcast. Y'all heard it first here. We might see that in the future. We might.
Tank gonna whoop that man ass. I'm not even.
Somebody,
Right.
hey, somebody send this over to them.
Oh
Send this
yeah,
over
this
to the
man
camp.
vicious, and he only 30 years old.
Send this over to the camp. I see $1 million opportunity right here. That would be an amazing fight. Now I will watch that even more. If Tank could really fight him,
Yo,
I'll watch that.
speaking of that, Gervonta Davis, I'm reading online. It said lashes out at Jake Paul and calls him a clown after Mike Tyson fight.
All right, set it up then. All right, First Prophet. You
Hold
done
up.
spoke it up now.
I'm
Go
gonna
on here and
send it
set
to
it up.
you.
Let's go.
I'm gonna send it in the group. I'm gonna send it in the group so y'all
Let's
can look it
go.
over.
I had no idea.
He said,
no
"Oh
idea.
look. I'm up here. I'm up here reading it. Right. I'm up here reading it. So it
That would be a
says,
great fight. That would be a great fight.
yes, for
But they
Tank
gotta let Tank
Davis.
fight for real. He has to fight for real. We love Tank because he can fight for real. We know he can fight for real, and he's young. That'll be y'all both young. If you got your record now that you just beat Mike Tyson, you already on a roll. Make that money. Give us some good entertainment. Both of y'all go in there, train, do what you got to do. Let's go. Let's do it. I'll watch it.
Yeah,
I'll watch
absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
it.
I'll
Hey,
definitely watch that.
just send the Pharaohs Podcast our royalty donations.
Right.
That's crazy.
Donations with some commas,
He
comma
called him a
donations.
clown.
Yeah, you see that?
He called him a clown. But look though, this is what you talking about though, Luke. This is and what y'all talking about, Israel. This is he trying to get his name out. So because he fought Mike, now he got real boxers like, please come do that over here.
Yeah.
Let's get HBO
He
because
said
you
here,
know how
YouTube
them boxing
Dream
matches
Boxer.
normally at HBO. Let's go. Let's get
Right.
HBO. Let's go to Vegas
Right.
where we
Let's get it
usually do the
real.
fights at,
Right.
and let's do
it
this
in
for real.
Let's do it in a
And
real
we
area.
ain't doing no padded ass gloves.
Right. You gonna feel these hits. Gonna wake up sore tomorrow. Eating ibuprofen a night.
I
That's
think
crazy.
if Jake Paul if they work that deal right, that could reach 100 mil. That could be $100 million deal if they did it right.
That could be $100 million deal for sure.
Easy money.
Right.
That could be $100 million.
And-
But
and-
like you
and-
say, when it comes to Floyd would I think Floyd would do it for 500 million. I don't think you need a beef for real for him. I mean, you probably do, but I think he'll
Floyd Money
enter the
Mayweather.
conversation. I think he'll enter the chat just to be like, if the starting off is 500 million.
Yeah, I can see him entertaining it. But he'll still entertain it. He ain't gonna be like, yeah. Because come on, how much, you know, at this point, and then mind you, he still make money. If even I see him saying, no, what I want you to do, and even though Tank ain't under him no more, he still got love for Tank. He'll encourage whoever that is, and I'll set that up with him. That'll be a great opportunity for him. Y'all both will be able to make a lot of money. It'll be great entertainment. It got to be real though, because people want real stuff. You know, he's not
Right.
Mike Tyson. You don't have to be soft with him. He ready. He's
Right.
ready. Tank stay ready. So
Yeah.
That is
everybody's trying to
true.
mess up his record. So if you can say you messed up Tank's record, that's actually more clout for you. So
Right.
win-win, right?
That definitely is true. It was like they both was holding back on each other. Mike was holding back because of the money he's supposed to be making, and then Jake was kind of holding back a little bit because the man was 58 years old.
Yeah, you don't
So
want to
like
fuck
if
with that man at 58.
and
Like, come on, man. Oh, wait up.
so if we gonna do if we gonna do like a real fight, I definitely would. Like if Tank called him a clown, hey, you better say something back to Tank.
He's trying to throw you the alley hoop, bro. I hope Jake Paul.
Bro, he definitely throwing it to you.
I hope he don't fumble the bag, bro. Because you know some people be thinking it's real. They be like, "Oh, I don't know why he don't like me now, bro." He's trying to let you know. People like that. They need a little beef in there to really get into this. It
Oh,
ain't
yeah.
personal, it's business.
Absolutely.
It ain't
Whew.
personal.
All right,
Business.
fellas. That was good entertainment this weekend for sure. But I want to show y'all a quick little video. Just a little clip of something just to get y'all thoughts on it. You know what I'm saying? This be my favorite part. This be my favorite part of the show is always ask the Pharaohs. You know what I'm saying? And you know,
Mm.
you don't know what we'll say. We always got that good wisdom for y'all. You always got that good wisdom for y'all. So let me get it teed up. But yeah. I'm gonna agree with you if you go ahead and box him. And Jake Paul better take that fight. He better not be scared. All right, so it's a quick little video, guys. It's this woman on this podcast. She's a guest. She's basically explaining that she'll walk away from her husband if there's financial struggles.
You left your husband because he went through a little financial struggle.
And that's crazy.
At any point in time, did you feel that love should have kept you there? We good, bro?
I feel like he didn't love me because if he did, he wouldn't have went through a financial struggle. A man that loves a woman don't go through hard times.
You left your husband.
What? 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 I don't know where they be finding these women at for these podcasts. Ladies, please come bring yourselves here with us. Please come on this podcast talking that crazy. So, fellas,
video. Bad service.
So basically it was a video. The woman was saying in the video that she would not be with her husband if he had financial struggles. The guy said, so you wouldn't stay, love wouldn't be a factor for you to stay in that relationship. It was a financial situation or struggle. She said, if a man really loved you, he wouldn't go through a financial struggle.
That's crazy.
Fellas, the floor is yours. What y'all got to say about that craziness?
I feel like that's crazy because sometimes you can't control financial struggles. You know, if you get hurt on the job, you're going to say, oh, if you love me, you would never got hurt. What type of stuff is that? How do I know it's going to be financial struggles or I'm going to get laid off when you got somebody that won't help you out or something? Because that's what it sounds like. It sounds like she ain't going to help you out. if you fall. But
Mm,
a red flag is what it sounds like to me.
mm.
Well, I gotta ask the question in the video, Solomon. Did she say why his finances?
No.
Okay, so if this is her husband, first off, I would say it really don't matter why. It don't matter if he was a gambling goddamn drug addict on the street. You married him. Nobody forced you to do that. Nobody forced you to do that. So since you did marry him, till death do y'all part. That includes sickness and in health and all that extra stuff, right? But see, this is why we don't. I always say we can't play with stuff like that because in situations, if you're gonna just walk away because he made whatever the reason of him going through his financial situation, you never had an excuse to leave him because that's your husband. You married him. And it could have been something you didn't see and all that. Oh well, you rolled the dice, that's what you got. It is what it is. Because if you're gonna marry somebody and go through all of that, you should at least mentally understand it's coming with things you don't see yet. You're in the honeymoon stage. So now let's say it was something that was just business or unfortunate circumstances. You even more bogus now. You really bogus. Because what? What? Now let you go through something and everybody's supposed to help you. And if they don't help you, you're gonna call on the government to help you. Somebody gonna help you, right? That's weird. You don't deserve him. Congratulations to that man. I bid that man and I welcome you back to freedom, my brother. I pray that your life be more
This
prosperous.
man.
And I know right now you looking at that video and saying thank you because you got rid of baggage. You might have had to pay. Hey, it is what it is. But I bet he gonna make a better decision next time. It is what it is. That's my take on it.
Yo, I'm definitely gonna say, run, fellas. If you are, fellas, if you are in a situation, and I could talk about this from experience. Okay, if you in a situation where the woman is caring about your bag, and it ain't to multiply or help the bag grow, but she just caring about your bag. What you gonna do with your bag on her? Run. Get out of there as soon as you can. Okay. I don't want to hear all this, but y'all just said, and all of these other people on the internet saying they're lying to you, they're gassing you up. I don't care about none of that. It's not real. Okay. These people are saying stuff on the internet and it's not real. Matter of fact, I'm gonna do an experiment on the podcast coming soon, and I'm gonna show y'all how people can flex on the internet and it don't be real for real. Okay, all of this. Let me go ahead and get this money to my wife, and she don't do nothing like to contribute the bag. Why am I always giving it to somebody who can't make it grow? I'm never gonna give my money to a person who can't multiply it or keep it for safekeeping. If I got $100,000, I just got. You think I'm gonna give that whole $100,000 to my wife, and she don't got no business ideas. She ain't got no businesses. She don't even got no networking skills. She don't even know nobody. Where do you think that $100,000 gonna go? It ain't gonna get to $1 million. It's gonna stay at it's gonna go down. Actually, you gonna be left with 50 G's because she gonna take half of it to go get her nails done, to go spend money on all the new Birkin and well, Birkin is actually 100,000 itself, so well half of that. So then never mind. She'll definitely go get her some Prada and some Fendi and some Gucci and some Louis and some Chanel,
Mhm.
all of this other stuff with that 50K. She gonna go on a shopping spree. That's what your woman with that money gonna do. And then you be like, damn, I just had 100,000, I only got 50. And if that woman make that a you problem, get rid of her. Run, fellas, run.
Run, run, run as fast as you can. Mm.
Well, fellas, I got anything to say before we get out of here? Because that's all I got.
Y'all, to all our viewers, I know y'all gonna see this in the next week, but for whatever day y'all see this, it's another day to do better. I was telling Israel that before we started the podcast. I'm trying to start this week off strong and do better than I did last week. So,
There we
like
go.
Solomon said earlier, we always trying to build. We want to one day, see more subscribers and build a community of people who willing to talk. We talk about everything, but conversation is where it starts. So we appreciate you all. We want y'all to subscribe, like, share, tell your mama, tell your uncle, tell your co-workers, tell everybody, they just, hey, if you ever get some time, we here to entertain. You're going to get Israel jokes. Solomon, you're going to be mad at him at least 4-5 times throughout the podcast. But at the end of the day, we going to entertain you over here at the Pharaohs Podcast. So that's my closing outro. And y'all enjoy y'all week.
All right. Well, family, thank you for tuning in to episode 27 of the Pharaohs Podcast. I'm your host, Solomon. You can find me on Instagram at CJWalker103. And if you want to get a book published, you can email me at cwalker1582@gmail.com. You can find me on Facebook at Cornelius Solomon Walker. And also here at the Pharaohs Podcast. Email us, talk to us. Israel, what can people find you?
There we go. Y'all can find me at the Pharaohs Podcast and find me at work. You can find me at JonathanJohnson621.com.
Okay.
Yep.
And Luke, where can people find you and what's going on with the Love Lifted Me Foundation?
Yes, sir. I'm so glad you asked. So, the Love Lifted Me Foundation has got a lot of big things going on for all our live people right now. And there will be clips out. Maybe Solomon can get this a clip out. We are going to be doing food on I think that's the 23rd. Saturday we're gonna be passing out food over at 625 West 103rd Street. We're doing hot food and we're doing the cold food. So I'm looking forward to that. Getting ready to help people out during this season. It's getting cold and stuff. Got coat drives and all kind of things coming up. But you can find me at Luke733 lead and number 9 at gmail.com. If you have any donations, we are always accepting donations over at the Love Lifted Me Foundation charity. You can always hit me up if you want to find out how to donate, or if you just want to see what we're doing in real time and see we out there really working with the people. Hit me up. We'll set it up. Send you over some video footage. We're trying to build and do better over here. So that's me, bro. Oh, yeah. And the Pharaohs Podcast. Yeah. If you mad, especially if Solomon said something that made you mad. Because Solomon be going in.
They really be mad at you, though, bro. They really
be mad at me. They be really going in on us. Jonathan balance it out.
Going in.
Jonathan keep them laughing while they mad at us. But hit us up at the Pharaohs Podcast. Or even if you know what, you want to get on, we want people to come in, call in more. We want to talk. We want to see what's on y'all mind. So hit us up. Maybe we can set something up. If you're just a subscriber or a viewer, you're worth talking to because you take time out to listen to us. So hit us up at the Pharaohs Podcast at gmail.com.
Yes, sir.
Right, family. Peace.
Peace.
Peace. Peace.